Hello everyone, it's Michelle. I've got, oh, I didn't take the plastic off of it yet. I always do that before I start. Anyway, I've got Pug and Smoothie by Marilyn Kazanoff. If I said it wrong, I'm so sorry. I think it's Marilyn Kazanoff. This is a round. Let me get this plastic off of here. I usually do this just before I do the video so that you don't have to sit there and watch me struggle with the plastic. I usually just take my tweezers and tear it a little and it comes off, but see, of course, when I forget to do it and I have to do it on while the video's going, it's gonna give me a hard time. Okay, so this one is 20 by 20. It's a small one. It's also, ow, I dropped that on my foot. Just a second, gotta grab those tweezers. Oh, so this one is also a partial. So there's not a ton of diamond painting on it. Partial diamond coverage area. So it's just the color. The pink behind it is not sticky. So it is 55 colors with 3 ABs. There's 13,935 total diamonds on the canvas. And we're gonna check it out. All right, so we've got toolkit. I don't know, I would think there's a card, but we'll check and see. Yeah, let's check that first. See if there's a card in here. There it is. Yay, look at that. I have a card. Look at how cute that little dog is with sunglasses. It's got heart-shaped sunglasses. It's so cute. I know there's some glare there from my light, but oh, it's so cute. I love these cards. And it's a bronze. So, all right. So the envelope here has, you know, branding and thank yous on the outside and their social media on the outside of that flap. And then inside, you got your sticker sheet, your card, and tips and tricks up here. We've got QR codes over here on both flaps, Facebook group over here, and the app is on the side. And then down at the bottom, we've got kit contents, and in here we have how-tos on how to use your pen and how to diamond paint, which most of us already have that pretty much down, I would think. But I don't know. If there's someone new here, you might not know. So, all right, the toolkit. We get the same thing as always, but just in case somebody doesn't know, we will go through it real quick. We get the pen. Is there something else in there? No. Pen is not screwed on there very good. It is full of putty. You just twist it and it comes up. Diamond Art Club, it says on it. 4-placer on the other end. We get a bag of baggies. We get a full-size tray, which kind of surprises me. With this one, you get a 7-placer and a heart-shaped pad of wax and an extra pad of putty, and your tray comes with the top, the lid, and the stopper, and that's it. That's what you get for a toolkit, and that is all you need to do your kit, except for, of course, the canvas and the diamonds, which we're going to look at now. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody having a wonderful day? I hope so. So look at that beauty. Look at that baby. Oh my gosh. Anybody out there have a pug? They're so adorable. My brother-in-law, I think he had a pug. I think it was a pug that he had, is what I'm trying to say. He had a dog and it was so cute. I'm pretty sure it was a pug. Anyway, my father-in-law used to own a car lot before he retired, and he used to take him up to the car lot all the time. It was just the sweetest little thing. So, anyway, here are the gems. There shouldn't be a ton. I don't remember how many colors I said there were now. Did I say? There are 55. Oh, there's more than I thought there would be, since it's just a partial and it's not very big to begin with. All right. So the colors are 779 and then 141 is our first AB right off the bat here. 310, 3860, didn't take me long to mess them up. 3861, 3350. Looks like there's a lot of static in there. 3371, 3064, 605, 3731, 604, 3608, 718, 961, 3325, 819, 128. So here's our next AB. It's a very light pink. Okay, 340, 3772, 3024. Okay, 155, 938, 3733, 754, 677, 955, 632, 150, 3841, 3855, 124. I thought there was only 2 ABs. Did I remember that wrong too? I don't know. All right, so there's another light pink. Okay, 3607, 437, 3755, 452, 211, 3811, 352, 334, and 913. And one more strand. I don't know how long this is. It's not real long. Okay, 954, 347, 498, 912, 3746, 783, 351, 3768, 402, 648, 782, 3770, 322, 739, and 738. So that's it for the gems. And there were 3 ABs. I don't know why I was thinking there were only 2. I don't know. I guess I start doing these and I can't remember what's what for each kid. I've got too many things in my head and I get them all confused. All right, let me put this up higher and I think you can probably get the whole thing in there. And since, yeah, I can probably get it up there a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, and that is the whole thing because see, there's no painting to this. Now this is good and sticky, yeah. So, yeah, this one shouldn't take too long because the only thing you diamond paint, well, this little spot here, I think that's a heart candy. Is that what those are? I think. And then the dog, and then this, and the straws, of course. And that's it. So all of the background is just the pink, and yeah. I almost didn't buy this because I thought, I don't want to do all that color blocking in the background. I really just don't want to do that. That's too much for me. Too much color blocking. Then when I looked at it and thought, and when I realized that it's a partial, then I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I gotta have it. Or her. I'm not sure if it's a her or he. Anyway, the ABs shouldn't be too tough to find. Yeah, I don't know. These are candies, evidently. It looks like a little roll thing there. I'm not sure what it is. Some pink and white dog toy or treat. I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, let's see if we can find. We need 1, 2, and 3. All right. Shouldn't be hard. Okay. So I'm seeing the 3s. That must be the white. They're always the ones that I find first. Yep. The white ones are easy to pick out. So I'm seeing those right away on the candies. So there's some white, and I would guess, I would only be guessing, but I would guess that all of the white is going to be 3s. Yep. No, it's not. There's some white. That's pretty white up there in that, and that's not ABs. But the white, some of it in the straw is the 3. And then there's a bunch of it in this I'm assuming is Cool Whip in the top of this glass. So it kind of goes around the edges of all of that, because that doesn't even look white. It looks kind of like a gray, I don't know, a dingy. And then there's a bunch of 3s throughout there and here. That's all completely 3s. And then it starts going around, and there's some, darker in the middle. So, yeah, so there's that. And then there's a whole bunch of 3s down here in the bottom where that's white. So that is, okay. And then we've got some 3s there and there, around the edge right there. Right in there. There's a few right here. This is all 3. Well, almost all of that is 3. Well, yeah, all of it, except for the very edge there. Okay, and then that patch there is 3s. There's a kind of line going through right there. And so we've got, right there's a little white patch. That's 3s. Right here on the top, this is 3s. Right here and right there and right there. Now let's see if there's anything on the dog. Okay, so I see, is there any more? There are just a few. There's 4 of them right there in the dog's eye. And there are a patch of them right there in the glasses. And I think that's it for the dog. That looks like all of the 3s. All right. And then we have 2 and 1. Now, I've seen quite a few 2s, but I haven't seen the 1s. So, but I'm quite sure we'll find them. So, like I started before up here, I will do that again. We've got 2s. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I found the 1s. We've got some 2s right here and here. They're just like the 3s, so where the 3s are, there's some right next to them in the pink. And then there. Okay. I don't see any up here, but there are some 1s throughout here. Now, the 1s were the pink, the more pink. That is kind of a real light pink. This is a little bit darker pink. And they're throughout the top. Those were raspberries that looked like on the top of that. There's a bunch of 1s right here. This pale pink right here in the middle. That's all 1. So that's ABs. There's a row of them right there. And I think that's all for that. All right, and then we have a few 2s right there. There's quite a few of them right here. There's a bunch. There's some right here, just a small bunch. And right there, there's some 2s right here. And that's it, it looks like. There's no 1s in there that I can see. I don't see anything on the dog specifically as far as ABs, except for those few 3s in the eye right there. But the glasses, there's 2s right there going around the patch of 3s. And there's some right there, and that's on that side of the lens. And that's it, it looks like, for the dog and the glasses. And then we've got some 2s right here. There's a patch of them right there. There's some right here. And there's some 2s right here. Like I said, they tend to be right next to the, and some right here next to the 3s also. It's like the shading, maybe. And that's it. I don't see any more 1s. Just, that's it. I think no, there wasn't any 2s or 1s in that one. Okay, I don't know what that's why I didn't talk about that one. Okay, so I think that's it. Yeah, that's all of the ABs. Let me just bring it down here like that. There we go. We've basically got it all in the camera there. Let me turn it this way. Oops, I'm not looking at the camera and moving it the wrong way. Okay, there. Probably see it better. I don't know what. Oh, I knocked it clear off of the. Ugh. Okay, let's move this light. Okay, let's see if I can get it so it's lighting it but not glaring on it. Maybe, is that better? I don't know. Okay, so anyway, I think you got the gist of it. Actually, I should have turned it the other way, right? So it's not upside down to you. Now you've probably moved your phone so it wasn't upside down and I messed it up. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, there. Isn't it just adorable, though? And I will do a review when I manage to get it finished, which I have no idea when I'll work on this, but, you know. Oh, shoot. I just cannot, this thing is not cooperating with me. There, how's that? All right, anyway, I'm finished with this. I just would like to thank you for watching the video, and I hope you're having a wonderful week, and give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. Subscribe if you don't mind. Just hit that little button. It doesn't cost anything. And that's it. I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.